What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and this video is specifically designed, and it's more of a shout out and a heads up for all you Persona fans out there. Not just Persona fans, JRPG and RPG fans as well. But the big issue is that Persona 5 for the English speaking world is not going to be out until February 14th of 2017 at the earliest. So that's the current American release date, the North American release date. There's still no exact release date on Europe, which is kind of disheartening, but worst comes to worst, I can import it if we're going to have to wait like another year or something. But until then, the game is 8 months away, so I'm not really worried about that yet. There's still 8 months to actually give a European release date, and hopefully the availability of the European Collector's Edition, because that Collector's Edition is really nice looking. Anyway, obviously, in the meantime, there still are a few games for Persona fans to enjoy. Obviously, you've got, say, we'll stick with the JRPG route. You're still looking at, say, Final Fantasy 15. Now, sure, Final Fantasy 15 is going to be out on September 30th, 2016, after what feels like a million years in development. Well, a million years stuck in development hell. There you go. But obviously that's a big departure from the usual Final Fantasy fare. So that can go either way. You know, some people are not happy about how it looks, some people are happy about how it looks. But if as a JRPG fan, if you're after something more Persona-ish or more Persona-esque, whatever your adage is, I got you covered. You can throw it in there yourself as well if I left it out. I only threw two of them in there, but either way. So, anyway, if you're after something a lot more in line with your usual Persona games, Shibuya has you covered, as well as Atlus. Atlus, I love Atlus. Atlus are great, and they have you covered as well. So, if you're lucky enough to have a Wii U and be a Persona fan, Tokyo Mirage, this is a tongue twister, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I'm just going to call it #FE. I don't like calling it that, but we call it Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Sessions. Too many S's. Let's go again. Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE. So we'll just call it that. There we go. Boom. Sorted. It has you covered. So what it is essentially, this game was originally announced a couple of years ago as Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. Now, that was obviously a working Japanese title and all at the time as well. And because of reasons and just the series' popularity outside of Japan in general, it was renamed to Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Did I say Sessions? Sessions #FE outside of Japan. Fun fact, obviously, Shin Megami Tensei, if you take the first letter of each of them, it's SMT. If you take the first letter of Tokyo Mirage Sessions and put them backwards, it's SMT. Boom. Mind blown. Illuminati confirmed. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now, this game is obviously, I won't call it a complete crossover. It's a slight crossover between Shin Megami Tensei series and the Fire Emblem series. And it's mainly developed by Atlus. There is some input by Intelligent Systems, who obviously do stuff like they're taking care of Advance Wars, they're taking care of the Fire Emblem series. So there is input from them as well. But the main development of the game was handled by Atlus. And the main focus of the game is playing like a Shin Megami Tensei game or a Persona game, if, you know, whatever. I know some people are probably going to go lose your mind. It's like, no, you can't like Persona over Shin Megami Tensei main series. Persona's a spin-off. You cannot like that more. Whatever. You feel free to like it more, feel free to not like it more, whatever. You can go play them. That's cool. In the meantime, though, you have about this game only released a few days ago, so you can, well, it released a few days ago here in Europe anyway. I know it's been out for like 6 months in I cannot speak today. 6 months in Japan, or roughly 6 months, just maybe a little bit under. But either way, this game basically will satisfy your Persona fix for the next couple of months. So when you turn it on, you watch the intro, you just look at it and you're like, this is so Atlus, it hurts in a good way. And then you start playing the game. I'm not going to get into all the systems and details and all on that as well. That would be the kind of thing for a review video. This is just a sheer straight up recommendation for people who may have missed this. So because of all that, right, you start playing. The characters, the music, the art style, the design, it's because it's Atlus, it's literally just Persona, and it's so good. The combat, if you've played the combat in Persona 3, Persona 4, any of those two, you're gonna be almost instantly at home with the combat in this. It's the same with, say, some of the menu systems, some of the way the actual systems and all work as well. Instead of, say, you look at Persona 4, you could strike the criticals, and you could strike the criticals by hitting the enemy's weak points, and then you could go for an all-out attack. There's something similar to that in this. I'm not going to go into full detail on it. You could play the game or check out a review of someone else or something like that. I'll have a proper in-depth review of all the systems. I'm not going to go into all that. But it's so gloriously Atlus. And given the fact that Persona 4 Golden, for me, it was the last proper Persona game I've played. That's been a few years. It's been 2 years, I want to say. It's been like 2.5 years since I've played P4G, and that game's phenomenal. It's one of the finest games I've ever played. And the fact that Persona 5 isn't going to be out until next year, I need my Atlus fix. I need not just need my Atlus fix. I need my Persona fix, my Persona style fix, and they have me covered with Tokyo Mirage Sessions. The music, the art style, the look, the whole style of the game, how it has the kind of real world and the shadow world kind of thing. This is mostly comparing it to, say, some of the Persona games. It's got the real world and the shadow world. It's got, say, the personas, in this game they're called mirages, but yeah, you get the idea. And that's where some of the cool, I'll mention it as a little bit in there as well, some of the cool crossover elements come from Fire Emblem too. Some of the, well, if not all of the Mirages are actually based on Fire Emblem characters and Fire Emblem artwork, which is really nice. And it looks, with the colors and all, and the high def actual resolution, it actually does look really nice. And I feel like I'm not doing it justice. It's so good. I know I've said it earlier as well. It's so Atlus it hurts in just a great way. One thing, I'm going to start wrapping up the video now, so I'm going to come towards the end of it. One thing I will say is to everyone out there who may be putting this off or will eventually be playing it or anything like that, if you do have a Wii U Pro controller like myself, okay, I plan on sitting down and playing this with a Wii U Pro controller. So this game came out on Friday the 24th of June over here. So what I did was on Thursday the 23rd, I turned on my Wii U for a few hours. I plugged in my Wii U Pro controller, let it charge fully up, and then turned it off. Turned the Wii U off, and that was it. Because I intended to play it with the Wii U Pro controller. One thing I will say is, do not bother using a Wii U Pro controller for this game. Okay, it's fine when you're moving, it's fine when you're using the control and just basically all the stuff you do with it. However, what essentially killed it for me, for the Pro controller that is, was that even if you're using the Pro controller, you still actually need to use the tablet. And at that, or the Wii U gamepad, whatever you want to call it. I just used to call it a tablet. But you have to use the Wii U gamepad, and for that simple reason, you might as well just use the Wii U gamepad as a main thing, simply because you're going to have it sitting there beside you. You actually need it for main story reasons and stuff like that as well. Now you have to use it because you need the screen for certain stuff. So because you're going to have it sitting beside you anyway, the battery is just going to die just as fast as regular use. So for that reason, why play with the Pro controller and have the tablet sitting on, say you're sitting on your lap or beside you, then picking it up and switching it over whenever you need it for a couple of seconds or whenever you need it for a minute, whatever, and then just putting it down and going back. The battery's going to die in the same thing, so you might as well just use it as a main thing. Hopefully that'll save someone some time and a little bit of confusion and effort. I actually had to restart the game myself the first time because my gamepad had no battery life left in it, and it got to the point where I had to use it for the first time. Like, okay, fuck, I might as well just turn it off and just go from scratch. Anyway, that's it. I rambled on a little bit on that part of it anyway. So for those of you out there who need a Persona style fix for now, essentially, before Persona 5 comes out later this year if you're Japanese or can speak or read Japanese, or early next year if you can speak or read English and don't speak or read Japanese. There you go. So yeah, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, #FE has you covered if you do have a Wii U at the same time as well. It's everything you expect from, say, an Atlus Persona game in a what we'll call a non-Persona game. So I know you could argue with the whole Shin Megami Tensei thing anyway, but I'm not going to get into that. It waste everyone's time. It's a whole other argument. You know, worst comes to worst, if this game is not your cup of tea, or cup of whatever, just, you know, go play P4G, go play Persona 3 FES, go play Persona 1 and 2, what is it, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment for the second one. Go and play some of the main series, go play some of the hang on, I'm losing this. Digital Devil Saga, I believe. You've got the Devil Summoner series, I think is the proper name for it. There's so many SMT games and series for you to play. So even if this doesn't float your boat, you've got something to cover you for the next 6 months anyway. Because I know I'm enjoying this at least anyway, and I can't wait to get some serious time in this. So let me know in the comment section below if you've ever heard of this game, if you've been interested in it, or if you have any questions or opinions on it. If you have been playing it, let me know what you think about it. Keep spoilers away from the comments, because I don't want anyone, for the simple reason to, not just for myself, but I don't want to spoil it on anyone, and I don't want to spoil it on anyone. Wait, I just said that. I don't want to spoil it on anyone. I don't want to get it spoiled on myself, and I don't want anyone spoiling it on other people as well, because that's just a load of bullshit, and no one wants that. We all want to sit down and enjoy the stuff we love without having to worry about it. We can ride the emotional roller coaster as we go. That's the main thing. So let me know all that in the comment section below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter. Details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the rest of the videos in my channel.